Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I am Eva Medilek, your certified high performance coach and cultural intelligence and inclusivity advocate. You know what I do? I actually help busy professionals, figure out where to focus their time, energy, and effort so that they can make more money, have a better life, have happier relationships without sacrificing health, well being, and relationships in the process. And so, what I do here, if this is some of your first time joining me, as I come on every Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, to share with you some nuggets of inspiration, wisdom, coaching, if you will, to help you be living your best life. And so, what I want to talk to you about today is that feeling of being sold to. And recently, not that long ago, a former client of mine had reached out to me because he was interested in continuing the coaching journey with me in a more private one-to-one manner. And we started talking, and he was ready to go. He'd reached out to me. We talked about how I could help him, what his needs were, what his problems, what his challenges were. And I shared how I could help him. And then we agreed that we would connect after a few months when he was ready to move forward. And after a few months passed and we were able to reconnect, I got a chance to ask him some more questions about what he wanted to create for his life, what his vision, his dream, his goals, his values were. And he shared that with me, and I shared with him how I could help, how I could help. And in that moment, he suddenly got resistant and said, "I don't like being sold to." And for me, I was like, I noticed things as a coach. But what I noticed was, as much as, the program that I could offer could help him, his feelings about what it feels like to be sold to actually prevented him from having access to what, I believe strongly would help him, or he may get it from someone else. I don't know. But my point in sharing that with you is, I like to shop. I like nice things. I like shoes. I like handbags. Kitchenware is my biggest thing. And if I see that somebody or a store has something I want, especially if they have it on sale, I would love it if they sold it to me, because you have what I need to solve the problem that I have, or the need that I have, or the want that I have. If you have it and I don't, please sell it to me. Please help me get it. But what I notice is a lot of times our feelings can get in the way of us getting what's best for us, of what we know is the next right action of integrity, but because it feels uncomfortable in a way. And I'm not talking about your intuition. I'm not talking about intuition, because I strongly believe that we need to trust our gut when something's not right, or it doesn't feel right, or doesn't feel safe, that we get to trust that in ourselves. But when we are talking about someone or something or some store has what we need that solves a problem that we have, but because they didn't package it in the way we think it should look, or we don't like someone, a salesman. If you've ever been to either the Grand Bazaar in Turkey or any flea market, people are selling you. That's why you're there, right? They have goods, they have wares, they have food, they have stuff that you want, and everybody wants to sell you. But yeah, if you don't need that item, you don't have to buy it. But if it solves a need, or a problem, or fills a need, or solves a problem, what's wrong with being sold to? I mean, we all have the opportunity to have what we want, but it's really hard sometimes to make ourselves do the things we know will improve our life, our health, and our relationships because we have the ego, the stubbornness. Well, I don't like the way she said that to me, or I don't like how he looked. That keeps us from benefiting from having what we need to enrich our lives. And so, what is really wrong with being sold to? What's wrong with that? That's how the world runs. This is capitalism, guys. I make something that solves a problem. And I want to share with you how this will help solve your problem and give you the benefits that you want, but you don't want me to sell it to you. Now, if we were to look at it the opposite way, you're cut and bleeding, and I have band aids and antiseptics. I'm going to see you cut and bleeding, and I'm going to walk by you and not offer you, hey, I have what you need to deal with that cut. I have antiseptic, I have band-aids. Can I sell this to you? Of course you would want me to sell it to you, but what if I saw that you had that need and I knew that I had something that would help you clean that cut and wound, keep it from getting infected, and wrap it up so that prevented it from getting dirty again, and I kept it to myself? No, it's mine. I don't want to share that with you. Oh my God, how selfish is that of me? So when someone has something that they can offer you or sell to you, because we all need to make a living and that's their job, they make widgets and you need that particular widget. And hopefully they sell enough widgets, they can be philanthropical enough to give widgets to underserved communities who don't have widgets or the money to buy the widgets and to do it, and to do it free of charge as part of their philanthropic efforts. Don't get upset at people for trying to sell to you. It's not personal, but really look at sales as a way, like, you go to the grocery store, they're not giving you food, they're selling you food. You need food to eat and survive. Well, I don't like the fact that they sold it to me, so I'm leaving and I'm not going to buy anything. And then you'll end up starving to death. Like, come on, guys. Come on. That's what grocery stores do. Remember in the beginning of the pandemic, people were selling toilet paper for $20 a roll? There was a need. Yeah, that was a little bit of gouging. I mean, my God, we tried to buy flour then because we got into baking, and that was even price gouged. But when someone is not taking advantage of you and you have a need to buy milk, you have a need to buy eggs, and you go to the grocery store, are you going to say to that grocer, I don't like being sold to, so I'm not going to buy your milk and eggs? You actually look like an idiot. You look like an idiot. So my point is, don't get mad for people selling you what you need to solve a problem. You have a choice to say yes or no. But it's really a waste of energy to get mad and upset at that. So that is my brief chat for you today. And would love to hear your thoughts about it. Let's say hello to a few people who joined. James joined, Lynn joined, Cahuto, Sarah, Aline, Ford, April, Leisha, Pooh, Heather. Hi, Heather. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you listening to my little mini rant today. But I mean, yeah, when someone has something that they think will solve a need that you have, don't get mad at them. You have a choice to buy it or not to buy it. But don't be, I hate being sold to, because you are going to stop yourself from having what you need. Just like the grocery store example. You're going to go home and starve because you won't buy groceries from a store because you don't like being sold to. How silly is that? All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Might be back next week. I'll be traveling, so I'm not sure, but I would love to stop in and say hi and let you in on what I'm doing next week. All right. Take care. Bye.